What's the most shit that happened to you in this industry?
My artists died and they blame me for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All my money, everything I built was building on. And I heard people, y'all don't understand. Y'all understand. And when this movie start playing out, then they got me laying in the bed and just talking to the nigga, where you at? He just hearing all this. What the I'm college, man, 3 years, got this and that, go to the hospital, this and that, go back home, go to the funeral, all this shit going on. Like, what the fuck? This 3 done died.
Show your face. Show your face, please, with sugar on top.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon at www.patreon.com/Hookah Anonymous _. You guys been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines. We'll also be dropping the latest to there first, behind the scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member, and after you do that, head over to our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _ and follow us there. Now without further ado, let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, there's no designer on the jail. I wanna be free, baby. I wanna be free, baby. Alright, enough of the games. Listen, y'all, you know what's crazy? A lot of people may say, oh, you laughing at these guys' demise and they're going to jail and this and that. Let me tell y'all something. The problem is nobody like to hold these rappers accountable of their actions when they're free, right? So when they rap about catching bodies, they get on social media and start talking about they done did this, did that. They get on these podcasts and start incriminating themselves, and when it finally catch up to them, because eventually it always does, everybody acts surprised like they don't know what's going on. Like y'all wasn't the same ones cheering these guys on because, you know, everyone was entertained by the beef. Everybody was entertained by the controversy. But as soon as the feds come and you hear these guys got arrested for X, Y, and Z, now everybody wants to act like they don't know what's going on. Free him, free this one. I have no sympathy. I have no sympathy. And I'm going to tell y'all why. These grown men allow social media to pretty much antagonize the situation and cause them to crash out and do things they know in their right mind they shouldn't be doing. Right? But it is damn if you do, damn if you don't. Because if you get on social media and you act like this rapper, you tell that you did this, you caught this body, and you keep it a little too real, and then when you get locked up, then everybody says you're foolish, you're stupid, you're this, you're that. But the minute you get called out for not being about that life, people are going to say, oh, you're a fake, you're a fraud. So it's best you just don't talk about it at all. And it's damn if you do, damn if you don't. However, in this case of Yella Beezy, it seems like when keeping it real goes too wrong, and we're going to talk about it because, as y'all know, recently he has been grabbed up by the feds for his alleged role in the demise of MO3. Now he's being hit with pretty much the same charge as Lil Durk, and for hire, whereas they're not saying he's the one that pulled the trigger or he's the one that was out there chasing him on the highway or none of that. What they are saying is he is responsible for putting them guys on them because he paid certain affiliates to carry out the hit, in which they did. But aside from that, MO3's mother had some interesting words as she responded to a fan via Facebook, and when they mentioned MO3's manager at the time, who goes by the name of Rainwater, she has something very, very interesting. Now it's kind of crazy because the reason why I say that is a lot of people speculate that Rainwater may or may have not had something to do with the demise of MO3 as well. Now allegedly they saying that MO3 was on the phone with Rainwater the whole time when everything went down, and they believe he was there to distract MO3 from what was about to happen because he had knowledge that they was about to carry out what they was about to do. Now keep in mind this is all alleged. Y'all can go on social media and find it yourself. But like I said, it must have some type of validity to it, to where the mother herself had something to say in regards to the manager. So we're going to get to all that, man. But before we do, make sure you hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm. And if you're not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it. Now, aside from the post MO3's mother made, when news finally spread that Yella Beezy was arrested for the unaliving of MO3, where she mentioned that justice was basically served, it was another post that had people talking. It was in reference to Rainwater, who was the manager of MO3 at the time of his demise, and since MO3 been gone, it's always been speculation and theories that Rainwater allegedly had involvement in his demise. So one user on Facebook will post an MO3 mom's page as they would say, quote, Rainwater using MO3 when and how he wants to. Rainwater is the one that needs to be checked. MO3's mother would respond saying, quote, his day coming. Another person under that would respond saying, quote, I totally agree with you, because when I went to the Shadows Forever album party, he was there and me and number 7 was looking at each other like, should we get his behind? Now here's what a user on Twitter would have to say. He would say, quote, in Rainwater B-Word 2, sitting in an interview with the dude that knocked your mans off, but I think he got something to do with it too. I'll never forget the words that came out that man's mouth. Scary ass, MO3 had to die, because if not, it'd be a lot of bloodshed and folks getting hit. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that was during the Say Cheese interview, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not too sure. I forgot. It's been a little minute. But he definitely did say that during the interview. And it's kind of strange because if I'm your friend, right, or if I'm your artist, if I'm anything to you, you don't say, oh, you had to get hit or you had to leave this earth. You had to do, even if you were trying to say it in a flex, it just don't sound right. Now just think about it. Think about somebody from his family hearing something like that. Think of one of his affiliates, his friends, anybody that hear you say he had to go because it would have been a lot of bloodshed. And when you really think about it, you kind of dry snitching too, right? So here's my thing, man. I see a lot of people saying justice for MO3, justice, he didn't deserve. Let's be real here, all right? Neither one of these guys were innocent. However, the streets are going to be the streets. Once you partake in the streets and street things start happening, then you got to take it as it comes. It just is what it is. If y'all remember, they were saying at one point in time, allegedly, MO3 either was the one or was the one behind Yella Beezy getting shot that time when he got shot and bragged about it on songs. And like I said, these guys played a part. The only downside of the situation with MO3 is if it was in fact a backdoor situation. Those I don't agree with, right? If something happened in the streets, if you a drug dealer, if you jack boy, or if you just living that life and you in the streets and you get caught slipping, then that's just on you. But I can't take the backdoor stuff that's been going on. If you lose your life because one of your friends set you up, or a girl you trusted set you up, or a family member, then that's messed up, right? But if you just out here and you get caught slipping and you was partaking in the streets, that's on you. But the backdoor stuff has to stop. And what they're saying is allegedly MO3 was backdoored by somebody that was close to him, whether it was the girl that he went to go visit, whether it was his manager Rainwater, who knows? But what we do know is Yella Beezy have been grabbed up for it, and they're saying that it was an M for hire. The guy who did it name is Kewan White, also known as Banzo Bling, out of Dallas, Fort Worth. And I'm speaking of Dallas, Fort Worth been on fire. If y'all remember, just not too long ago, G Money or Hood fame Lil Ronnie, he had just been unalived with his daughter over there at the car wash. It's just a lot going on. And they also hitting Yella Beezy with capital M. For y'all that don't know what capital M is, especially in Texas, that warrants you to get the F penalty. And by F penalty, you should know what I'm talking about. So it's gonna be interesting. They say Trap Boy Freddy is allegedly on the run. So I guess we just gonna have to wait and see. It's not officially confirmed, but let me tell y'all right now, man. Yella Beezy, he's definitely got his work cut out for him because they've been investigating and putting the pieces to the puzzle together for 5 years. All right, I'm gonna tell y'all now. It's been 5 years. He probably thought he got away with it. He probably thought that he was scot-free. No, that's what they do. And we see this all the time on social media. Guys, they start admitting to bodies and rapping about it or whatever the case may be because they think they got away with it. But guess what? There's no statutes or limitations on M. So Y'all jump in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'ma keep on dropping. And I'm out.